you guys look. Perfect, perfect, and perfect. Perfect.
LA Home, is that it? He wants that to be
He's done this magazine. It's like 3 years or something.
Billy, and then he just did Billy.
Billy, who's that?
Billy Rose agency.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
But what did he do with Billy?
Just interviewed.
She did the interview.
You did an interview?
He organised it, yeah. He wanted to test it out.
So cute.
All right, Natasha, go ahead, stream it, and
Okay.
ready, 3, 2, 1. Record that sound. Hit record on that sound right there. Thank you.
Welcome to the LA Home Show on Focus TV, where we discuss all things real estate, interior design, and much, much more. I am your host, Natasha Phillips. Today we are with the Zanuck Group. Can we sign?
You were so good.
Yeah,
I was really impressed.
All right, stand by. Here we go. Let's read that up. Keep rolling.
Okay.
Don't cut it. Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome to LA Home. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Stand by. It's okay. It's not live. Although we are. Stand by. Wait. Compose. 3, 2.
Welcome to the LA Home Show on Focus TV, where we discuss all things real estate, interior design, and much, much more. I am your host, Natasha Phillips, and today we are with the Zanuck, led by Marisa Zanuck, and we have a team member, Tina Perkins, with us today. Marisa, I'd love to hear about how you got into the industry and started the group.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I was 20 when I got into real estate. It was actually a one-off. I was moving back from New York and needed a job, and one of my best friends said there's a job opening at Normand and Associates. So I started knowing nothing about real estate, and I started as their receptionist. I worked my way up to listing coordinator, marketing girl. So I basically started my career learning everything about the business, from literally answering phone calls and taking mail. And then when I got married, I got my license and I became an agent and worked with a woman who we called her the dinosaur in the business, and was Victoria Lockwood. She was a wonderful woman, but very, very tough. So she was very hard on me. I actually lied to get the job and said I knew everything about the deal, and I didn't. And she taught me everything I needed to know about real estate, literally. You know, she would call me on the phone and say, look on line 4, A, B, and then she would say, page 15, and I'd say, I don't know what you're talking about. And she would say, Marisa, you have to learn. If you don't zig, you have to zag. Always zig or zag. In this business, if you can't fix it this way, you fix it another way. And so she taught me that there's a way to do things in real estate, and to be successful, you need to think outside the box. And so luckily, I do think outside the box. I'm always thinking ahead. But she really did teach me everything I need to know about the business. So I started to work in real estate on my own. I was at Hilton and Highland. I started at Hilton and Highland when I was 20, and worked very closely there with some other people on my team. I sold my first house to Eric Clapton in Venice, which was a $1.5 million house, a great one-bedroom, great one-bedroom home, modern, and it actually just resold for, I think it was $5.6 million today. So, and this was like 15, 16 years ago. But, you know, I have been in the business a very long time, and luckily I've been able to see many different markets, and I've been able to be around so that I can, you know, have great people like Tina on my team, and really make kind of a family environment at the office, where we can lean on each other and help each other, and we're there for one another, which I think is very important, because I really think real estate is a hard job, and people that aren't in the business don't understand it. But it is a very lonely job, and I think if we have people who we can support each other and be there for each other for listings and clients and bounce things off each other, it's very important. So that's why I founded the Zanuck Group.
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
And Tina, how did you get involved with the Zanuck Group?
Well, I actually got involved with the Zenda Group. I've been a real estate agent for a few years. I actually got started from a friend of mine. I knew nothing, as like Marissa said, and she taught me everything I needed to know. I was with a wonderful company in Beverly Hills that got me started, Barnes International, and I was looking for a new home at the time, and I seen Marissa was looking for someone on her team, and I actually sent my resume in, and she was like, yes, come on in for an interview, and I was like, oh, great, you know, and I went there. I was a little nervous. I was like, okay, Marissa, you know, it was amazing for me. And when I met her and I came into the office, she was wonderful. I mean, it didn't feel like at first I thought I was going to be like really taken back, and she welcomed me with open arms. She went over my resume and she was like, I want you on my team. You have a great resume, and I think that
she's a very hard worker, not to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, she's a very hard worker.
Yeah, and that's what she said, and we've been going ever since. It's like a no-brainer.
Seems like you work very well together.
We do.
So what is the most interesting project that either you have worked on together or separately?
Well,
I think that they'll keep
They'll keep-
on now. Yeah.
we have one now. I'll let
Yes,
Tina
I
talk to
have.
you about it. It's really her baby.
Yes, well, we have a new listing. It's in the Westwood area. It's 375 Del Keith. It's a beautiful location. The owner took the home down to the studs basically, and Marissa and I have just started to getting a few offers and people coming up. We just started open house, I think, a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Yes, a few weeks ago, and so that's kind of been our baby that we've been working on together, and so we're looking to.
It's a little challenging because the seller is a developer, and obviously he wants to get his money out right away. He doesn't understand certain things, that the downfalls or things with the property. So, you know, it's always hard to satisfy a client and please the client, you know? So that's always a fine line, I think, is making them happy.
Yeah, we want to make all our clients happy, very happy, and I think he understands the situation. We just want to make sure we can like get it sold for him and keep all our clients happy within a small time. So that's what we're working on now.
That sounds great. So Marissa, you've been in the industry for a while. How has it changed over the time?
Well, I think it's been glamorized by the shows. I think people think that is how we do deals, which is we call them up on the phone to my seller and we have a deal, or we don't have a deal, and then we walk back in the room. It's never done that way. It's done that way for the show. And I think that our real estate career has literally been glorified, which is a good thing, but I think it brings out so many people that think that you can just make quick money in real estate, and it's really not like that. You need to put your time in. You need to do, you know, the dirty work. You need to learn all aspects of the business, and so you can be a good agent and you know, tell your clients what's necessary on different ends. And I just think that when I started, being a real estate agent wasn't popular. It was just something I fell into. I've been working since I was very young, even 14 years old after school. So I've always really loved working. And like I said, I fell into real estate. So I just feel people are a little bit, these days, more, people are, it's a shysterish. It's very, it can be hard. It can be backstabbing and everything, and it can be difficult.
Sounds daunting in some
It is in some ways. I mean, a lot of agents back when I started, if two agents were working with the same buyer, which happens a lot, back in the day we would just call up that agent and say, look, you seem to be working with this person and I didn't know, and I seem to be working with them and I didn't know till just now. We would call each other up and say, let's split it. Instead, people now are fighting over things like that. And I think it makes your relationship with other agents not as good as it could be. And we all have the same common denominator. A, we all want to make money. We all want to please our clients, hopefully. And we all want to get a deal done. So for me, I feel it's the relationships between agents have gone downhill a little bit. It's not as, there isn't any camaraderie like there used to be, is what I'm trying to say.
Interesting. So you told us about the first property that you ever sold, and nice, interesting story. Tina, what is the first property that you ever sold?
Oh wow! Well, the first property I got when I first got started was 3.295, and I hadn't been an agent but maybe a month. So that was like very exciting to me. But the first home that I ever sold was actually in San Francisco. It was a home in San Francisco, and one of my clients was looking for a home, and we did the kind of search from me here to there, and we found it and got outbid it over multiple offers, and it was the first one.
See, Tina makes it sound easy, like your shows does.
Sometimes we're very blessed and there's really great things that happen, and then other times, you're working on something and you're getting, you feel like you're killing yourself to get something done, and it's difficult. And now there's about, I think the stats are 300 new agents a month in Los Angeles getting their real estate license, and this is from the BRE. So everybody is trying to get their real estate license because. Definitely, I think the show is one of the reasons for sure.
So our last question to both of you: What are you most excited about today? Whether it's something to do with real estate or just personal in your life.
I'm most excited about. Right now, I'm in this inner journey to find inner peace and happiness. No real estate. It's not about real estate. I am really trying to be in the moment and be present in my life because I'm usually not. I'm always chasing the next deal, the next deal. And so right now I'm trying to enjoy living in this moment and be at peace in this moment. So I'm actually very excited about it because even the smallest little thing, like I'm taking my daughter to Target tonight with her girlfriends because they're having a party at the house tomorrow night. And I'm excited about that, which is weird and says a lot for me. And in my yoga class today, I was able to spend the whole yoga class listening. Usually I'm doing my own, because I've been a yogi for like 15 years. So I'm very advanced. And usually when they're doing something I don't like, I go into my own pose. And this time I really listened and did what they were asking of me. And I sat throughout the whole class and I didn't leave once and I didn't text. And usually I'm like doing a deal and texting from yoga. So that's what I'm very happy about.
Being very present.
Yeah.
And you, Tina?
Actually, I'm happy. I think we had a conversation off camera about it. I'm actually happy to wake up and be alive. I don't think in today's world people realize and understand that waking up is honestly a privilege nowadays. So when you wake up in the morning, be thankful. Anything else you can fix. If you wake up, you can fix anything else in your life. So try not to complain about it so much, which it will get to all of us, but try not to complain so much and just be happy that you woke up for another chance. And I'm actually happy to be here. I'm honored to be on Marissa's team. I love her. And for the interview, for you having us, I appreciate it, and Focus TV.
Well, thank you. This has been a great interview, and our audience, I'm sure, is loving it. We would like to say thank you from LA Home, and we're looking forward to next week where we discuss all things real estate, interior design, and much, much more.
All right, beautiful. Stay there. Awesome. So Marisa, real quick, do a quick intro for the show. You're Marisa, founder of the Zanuck Group. We're a Beverly Hills real estate broker. Just had a great conversation with Tasha on her LA Home show on Focus TV. What's that? Keep it rolling.
Can I start a new recording?
You can if you want. Stay tuned. Super honored to be here. Stay tuned. Words to that effect. Into this camera.
I hope I can remember all that.
Words to that effect. Go ahead, let it go. Stop, hold on. Stop the stream. And it's really just a teaser.